Hello guys and welcome back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to walk to McDonald's, see if they're hiring. I wouldn't have to walk if the motherfuckers would ever answer the damn phone. So that's just how it is, you know what I mean? So I gotta walk 2 miles to McDonald's. Ain't that something? It's a long walk, but I'm able to do it. For now, anyway. Well, I still can. You know, it ain't too bad out here. Got a little nice breeze, you know what I mean? So, and I just made sure I ate something before I left out. I was just gonna just leave, but you know how it is. I wouldn't have been able to make it if I didn't have nothing to eat. We passed out some motherfucking world on the middle street. But yeah, man, it is hard out here, you know what I mean? Especially if you got a lot of scammers and people trying to take advantage of you. No matter what kind of condition you're in or the situation you're in, you know, just like the other day, you know, one of my followers was, you know what I mean, talking about putting some money in my account because I guess she seen my video, you know, and so I replied back, and whatever, it took her a day to respond. You know, she's like, oh yeah, I put some money in your cash app. Let me get your cash app tag. You know, this ain't no, I'm not on no BS or whatever. You know, I really thought that, you know, somebody actually was going to donate to me. You know what I mean? I really got excited because I figured, you know, somebody really cares about, you know, others that are struggling. But as always, in the back of my mind, I always have doubts. I'm like, this person's capping, you know what I mean? They're trolling or something, or trying to scam me. And as always, I was right. So I was like, yeah, but first, you know, I'm gonna give you this amount of money, then, you know, but first you gotta pay like a $30 fee or so. Or what? The fuck you mean I gotta pay a $30? What? No. Red flag. If someone's gonna give you something, like money, something like your cash app or PayPal or something like that, they're not gonna do ask you to do no shit like that. They're gonna just my bad. They're just gonna do it. You know what I mean? So I no longer talk to, you know what I mean? That's why I don't be on social media like that, you know? The main reason is so that I can come up. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build a community, you know what I'm saying? Around myself of real mature adults. You know what I mean? And the sad thing about it is this person knows that, you know what I mean, I'm homeless and stuff like that. How the fuck you think you're gonna try to scam somebody who doesn't have anything? No money, no job, no place to go. The fuck are you weirdos on, you know what I mean? You know? So that's why I am the way I am. So I don't trust anyone. I don't have to, and I won't. Seeing is believing. Like I said before, if you're gonna do something for somebody, just do it. You're trying to ask them and all this retarded shit, don't do that shit. That's fucked up. You know what I mean? I'm already depressed and going through all this motherfucking bullshit. You know? On the verge of, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say anything, because you know what I mean? But and this person gonna try to do that to me. Some people you just don't fuck with, you know what I mean? Stay in your lane. You know? Nobody got time for all that shit. Motherfuckers trying to live out here and you playing with somebody. What the fuck is wrong with these motherfuckers all up in the way and shit? Weirdos. But anyway, I'm gonna walk this motherfucker 2 miles, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to give y'all a little update of what was going on, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got like maybe a week and a half now before I'm on the streets, and then y'all probably gonna see me again. And like I said, my phone's been off for damn near fucking 8 months. I got paid like $1,000 for it, which I'm not gonna never have, because I'm homeless. No money, no nothing. And as y'all's my witness, I'm going to these places for jobs. Like I said, the area that I stay in, there is no jobs nowhere near around. So you're gonna have to do what I'm doing right now if you don't have a car, is to walk. And the sad thing about it is, the closest thing that's around my area somewhat is McDonald's or White Castle or Popeyes. I already called Popeyes yesterday, and she said to call back in 3 weeks. The fuck? Who say I'll be living in 3 weeks? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Not to be negative, but I'm just saying, my thing is, tomorrow's not promised to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Shit could happen to you, you know what I mean? I'm about to be homeless. I only have, what, damn 2 weeks? You talking about 3 weeks? What kind of shit is that? You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. But it is what it is, you know. I'm a real man. I'm trying to do right. Like, the more you try to do right, the worse the shit gets, you know? So, I don't know. I'm trying to think positive. I'm hoping that I get up here to McDonald's. They'll be like, oh yeah, we're hiring, you know what I'm saying? You know, check my name, my application like that, you know, don't tell me. Only thing I want to hear is, could you come back tomorrow for orientation or something like that? And that's when you know you got the job, you know what I'm saying? Because I have over 10 years of the restaurant business, you know what I'm saying? So I know what I'm doing, you know, but for some reason, society these days, they don't want nobody who already has experience. They want to, you know what I'm saying, hire somebody that they're going to train and do all that other stuff, or hire someone that is going to be there for like maybe a week or two at the most and leave, you know, instead of hiring a person who already has experience. Now, I always believe in giving somebody a chance, you know, hiring the new people, you know what I'm saying? But, man, it's crazy out here, you know? Like I said, I don't care. If I pass out on the way to McDonald's, it'd be a feel good reason. On my way to get a job, trying to get a job, you know? Oh, to sleep. But yeah, that's the only thing, you know what I mean? That's the only gripe I have is, wow, just like at a Family Dollar when I'm coming up to make Family Dollar right now. I think it's the same one that our girl was talking about yesterday at the liquor store. He said, yeah, they're gonna shut Family Dollar down, stuff like that, because they got motherfucking mice and rats and stuff like that. And I said the same one I've been trying to get a job at for the past 6 months. And every time I walk in, you got somebody new. Now, if they would have hired me, instead of being picky of who they hired, that store would have been clean, because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have to be going through all this. So they shut down. I don't know if this one I'm coming up on. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see in about a few seconds if it's this one they're talking about. Yeah, I don't think it's this one they're talking about. But it is what it is. But I'm still going here and see if they're hiring. Well, they're not gonna fuck with me like that anyway. At least I can try again, so they can constantly see me and shit like that. So I'm about to walk here and see if see what's up. Hopefully my luck will change and the fucker actually hiring. But I don't know. We'll see. It is what it is. There we go. It is closed. This is the one I was talking about. They got rats and sitting there. That's why they got closed down. Oh, sir.
I get it. You know what? I'm just watching.
So, yeah, that is Family Dollar that they said had all type of rats and stuff in it. That's the one I was trying to work at. Like I said before, if they would have hired me, they wouldn't have had that problem. I had that whole motherfucking store clean. Because when at my job, any job I give 150%. No matter what, you probably ain't gonna be able to see me because of the sun. I'm trying to, well, it doesn't matter. You're still gonna hear me anyway. But yeah, that's I know the fucking regretting it now. Oh, I knew I should have hired that guy. Yeah, whatever, nobody wanna hear that. Coulda, shoulda, but you didn't, so there ain't no second chances. I just move on. So, my journey starts now. On my way down to McDonald's. And, yep, 2 miles to go, so I'm not gonna be able to take you out on a whole full journey because, you know, my phone acts crazy and stuff like that, so. And it doesn't hold the chores that much. Like I said before, it is what it is. So, yeah, a long way to go. Parents had the same car. The Kia, yeah, that's the one that got totaled. So I got a long way to go. If you know, you know. You stay in Nap, you know. It's a long walk. But a real man will walk it. So I want something for myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm 49 years old, you know what I'm saying? I should already have my crib, family, and all that stuff. Well, I don't know about the family part because I'm not fortunate in that area. But at least a crib. Car again, since I had to sell mine. So I lost my job. So, I know, man. It can only go up from here, you know what I'm saying? So, I just keep on going, keep on trucking, you know what I mean? Keep doing what I gotta do, you know? Eventually I'm gonna get hired. I'm gonna get a job somewhere. And I'll be cool, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it is what it is. So, like I said, once I do get hired and I start coming up, I'll be all right. So I ain't worried about none of that shit. Yeah. I know I'm gonna be I'm down there getting tired already. So I wasn't that tired when I walked up there to get my motherfucking, when I went to go pay my check, when I cashed my check, but I don't know. So I'm just not feeling too good today. Well, I'm all right, but you know, it is what it is. But chat, yeah. Like I said, you see this video? Someone help me out. A real woman or a real man will help me out. Because either they've been through this or they don't like seeing people in this situation. And the fact that I'm up doing for myself, like I said before, I'm putting in the effort, you know, and I'm doing all this and I'm trying to get a job, and you know what I mean? So, of course, if I already had a job and I seen somebody making videos and stuff like that, and I see that they're out there trying to get a job and do good for themselves, of course I'm gonna help. Not just sit back and just, you know, whatever. But, you know, the main thing people say is, it ain't my problem, it ain't my problem. Okay. Just remember that when you getting your ass whooped and shit, like, it ain't my problem. Beat her ass, beat his ass. Why should I intervene? Worthless motherfuckers. But anyway, I'm about to get off because, you know, this is an iPhone and it will overheat. So it was just a little update to let y'all know what's going on. And stay away from those who are not for you, you know. The ones that say, oh yeah, they're gonna donate to you, they're gonna help you and stuff like that. Don't believe it. Like I said before, like I always will say, actions speak louder than words. You know? If you're gonna donate, just donate, you know? Don't be asking all these retarded questions of what you gonna do with all that done. Don't ask nobody about what they're gonna do with the money that you're just gonna send them. You know what I mean? That's their business. What is it to you? It's a gift. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why I don't have I'm not married, don't have any kids, because I'm extremely picky. It's not just that. There's a lot of scammers and fake females out here. That's all I'm gonna say. And it's messed up. You know, it's kind of sad that I don't have any kids. You know, I would like to have kids, but it's too late for me. Single, I ain't got nothing to worry about myself. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm about to let y'all go. But chat, hey, is there any real human beings out there, real adults, mature, and really would like to help me? I really would appreciate it. Like I said, I have 2 donation links. I don't know if it's here on this channel, Instagram, but I know if you go to YouTube, on my YouTube channel, you'll see my 2 links. And the link is at Lafayette 1976. So, if you're real, you're down to earth, and you really want to help me out, hit me up. But if you like this type of content, please like, share, and subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Thank you. All you guys and gals. And maybe, hopefully, if I'm still living, I will see you in the next video. Peace.